Remember when Molly Karam said some not very nice things about Caitlin Clark after the superstar was left out of the Olympics team?
Stephen A., I could actually argue that it hurts the game more if they had given her a roster spot over someone more deserving.
So go ahead and argue it.
That's exactly what I'm saying, because I think it makes a mockery of the women's game. If the focus on, now we just have to have people because of marketing and their attention, and they're not as talented, we're not putting the best team out there.
A mockery? Really? The only mockery I see here is someone thinking they can predict a player's future better than a magic 8-ball. Karam even had the audacity to claim that Clark was not as talented as each player that made the team. At that point, I was wondering if Karam was watching the same Caitlin Clark we all were. Now, let's fast forward a bit to where the plot thickens like my grandma's gravy. Clark, being the absolute boss that she is, decided to respond not with words but with actions. And boy, did she respond. Clark entered the WNBA after the Olympics had come and gone, and as we all know, she started absolutely crushing it. We're talking about recording 2 historic triple-doubles and shattering multiple all-time league records. That's like me saying I'm going to get in shape and then actually doing it. Unheard of. Clark wasn't just good. She was break the internet good. She was make your ex regret leaving you good. She was pizza with extra cheese good. You get the picture. She went on to win the Rookie of the Year award, which is like winning the most likely to succeed in high school, except this one actually means something.
See, right here, I was voted most likely to succeed.
Peter, that's not you.
Anyway, Karam, realizing she'd stepped in it deeper than I do when I try to navigate office politics, started backpedaling faster than a clown on a unicycle. She came out with this gem. No one denied the fact that she's a star and she couldn't play. Excuse me? I'm pretty sure you did, Molly. The memory loss is so strong here. I'm wondering if the First Take studio is actually located in the Bermuda Triangle. The fans, bless their hearts, were not having any of it. They took to social media faster than a cat chasing a laser pointer. One fan summed it up perfectly. Molly legit is corny. She barely says anything relevant. Ouch. That's like being called irrelevant by your own mother. On Mother's Day. In front of the whole family. Another fan went for the jugular. Molly is an embarrassment to women who actually appreciate and understand sports, especially basketball. Own up to the fact that you were wrong. Be humble. And stop hating on young athletes. The jealousy is unbecoming Molly. Dang. Someone call the burn unit because we've got a serious case here. I haven't seen a roasting that severe since my last Thanksgiving turkey. My personal favorite comment was this zinger. It's funny when they get amnesia like that and just can't remember their takes from a month ago. Ah yes, the old selective memory trick. I use that one all the time when my partner asks if I remembered to do the dishes. But let's talk more about Clark, shall we? Because while some people were busy eating their words, Caitlin was out there feasting on the competition. This woman is rewriting the WNBA record books faster than I can rewrite my dating profile after a bad breakup. She broke the single-season assist record with 337. That's more assists than I've had in my entire life, including that one time I helped an old lady cross the street, and then realized we were going in the wrong direction. Some comments, meanwhile, highlighted how good Caitlin Clark has been in direct contrast to how Kareem views her talent. Caitlin is the best. No one can stop her. 3 points all day long. Love this. Get on board. It's going to be a wild ride, a fan one wrote. The apology should be as loud as the disrespect, another user urged Karam. One fan, for his part, said he felt for Caitlin Clark, saying, I'm happy she's living up to the hype. It just sad all the women who hated on her instead of embracing her. That is well said. If you come from the South, that is what we call gooder than biscuit. Clark's impact on the WNBA has been nothing short of revolutionary. Television ratings shattered in her wake like my self-esteem after attempting to fit into my high school jeans. 7 regular season games delivered more than 1 million viewers, all of them fever games. It's like Clark has some kind of Midas touch, but instead of turning things to gold, she turns them into rating gold. If she touched my YouTube channel, it might actually get more views than just my mom and my cat. Her first game in a Fever jersey, more than 2.45 million people tuned in. That's more people than have seen all my social media posts combined. It's like she's the Beyoncé of basketball, but instead of dropping surprise albums, she's dropping jaws with her skills. And instead of single ladies, she's got all the single players putting their hands up. And just when you thought she couldn't get any more impressive, in July, she became the first WNBA rookie to score a triple-double. A triple-double, guys. The last time I achieved anything triple was when I managed to eat 3 pizzas in one sitting. Not quite the same level of accomplishment, I'll admit. Now I know what you're thinking. But what about the playoffs? Well, unfortunately, The Indiana Fever's championship dreams got fevered out faster than my motivation at the gym in January. They lost their second game to the Connecticut Sun, ending Clark's debut season. It's like getting to the final level of a video game and then your mom unplugs the console. Brutal. But even in defeat, Clark was a class act. She went out in a blaze of glory, shooting 25 points and delivering 9 assists. That's like bringing a gourmet meal to a potluck where everyone else brought chips. Sure, you lost, but you lost in style. It's the basketball equivalent of tripping on the red carpet but making it look like a new dance move. After the game, Clark was all about the future. She said, "I feel like I had a solid year, but for me the fun part is, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like I can continue to get a lot better." Just scratching the surface? Clark, honey, you've scratched so deep you're hitting bedrock. If this is her just getting started, I can't wait to see what she does when she really gets going. It'll be like watching a superhero origin story, but with more three-pointers and less spandex. As the season wrapped up, Clark reflected on her whirlwind year. "I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year. I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflecting back and, it was special." Special? Clark, that's like saying the Grand Canyon is a nice hole in the ground. What you did was nothing short of spectacular. It's like calling Godzilla a bit of a pest problem. So, what have we learned from this roller coaster of a story? First, never underestimate a rookie, especially one named Caitlin Clark. She's like the Terminator of basketball, except instead of "I'll be back," she's saying "I'll be scoring." Second, if you're going to make bold statements on national TV, be prepared to eat your words with a side of humble pie, and maybe a large serving of crow, extra crispy. And finally, in the immortal words of the great philosopher DJ Khaled,
"Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself."
That's right. Molly Karam tried to dim Clark's star, but ended up just giving her more fuel for her rocket to basketball stardom. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline, except the fire is Clark's career and the gasoline is Molly's hot take. As for Clark, the future's so bright she's gotta wear shades. And as for me, well, I'm just here wondering if I can get some of whatever magic dust Clark's been sprinkling on her Wheaties. Because let's face it, we could all use a little bit of that Caitlin Clark magic in our lives. Maybe then I'd finally be able to touch the rim without a stepladder and a strong gust of wind. And there you have it, guys. The Caitlin Clark saga. A tale of triumph, trash talk, and Twitter takedowns. This has been your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, Mrs. Sports, giving you the 411. Remember, in the game of life, be a Caitlin Clark, not a Molly Karam. Unless you're Molly Karam, in which case, maybe consider a career change. I hear dog walking is nice this time of year. Now guys, I'm sure you enjoyed watching this video. Check out our other video on how Clark silenced another TV personality, Cheryl Swoops. Also, like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching.